Hello, my name is Simon and welcome to the Retro News Roundup. The big headline for last month was that a prototype Nintendo PlayStation, a console worked on in the early 90s and then never launched, was to be put up for auction. The only catch is that if you want this very unusual slice of history, it'll certainly cost you, with the seller already having turned down a £1 million offer. Bidding will open on February the 14th via the Heritage Auctions website, with the final auction taking place between the 5th and 7th of March. Arcade Archive ports dominate this section this month, with 4 released for the Switch: Twinbee, Map Mania Exciting Hour, Frogger and Versus Balloon Fight. The PS5 received 5 in comparison: In the Hunt, Vigilante, Hypersports, Athena and Frogger. And finally, and bizarrely, Metal Storm finally arrived on the NES in Europe, only 28 years behind the US iteration. Hyperkin released the Admiral last month, which is a wireless controller for the N64, and one will set you back $40 US. The Yandex Retro Games Battle competition took place last month, with 19 ZX Spectrum titles involved. The best included Just a Gal, Hunt Buck Nuclear Defense, and Yazzie, with the full list available via the link in this video's description. Oh, and you know Yazzie, the game I mentioned mere seconds ago? It also arrived on the MSX in December. The ZX Spectrum got one new title away from that competition last month as well: The Hair-Raising Adventures of Mr. Hair. Next, the Commodore 64 got 3 new games: Lilylander, Santron and King's Valley. Then there was a pair of Commodore Amiga titles, Black Dawn Rebirth and Battlebrush. Next, Monty on the Run and Gravity Worms landed onto the Atari XL and XE computers. Then, to almost round things off, Assembloids was put together for the Watara Supervision, Bosconian Ultimate shot onto the Atari 5200, and Sydney Hunter and the Caverns of Death ventured into the SNES. Then finally there was a multi-format release, Unhallowed, which arrived on the Commodore 64, Commodore Plus 4 and Amstrad CPC. Nada for this section this time round. Did you find anything though? Let me know if you did. Cheers. 5 English language fan translations were released last month, with the entire quintet of titles for different systems. There was The Lost Golem for the Dreamcast, Sakura Wars on the Sega Saturn, Lachelle Ishii's Child's Quest for the NES, Hiro Senki Project Olympus on the SNES, and finally Madu Monogatari 3 Kuyo Yoku Ju Sama for the Game Gear. That's all for this month then, but thanks so much for watching. Your continued support really is massively appreciated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and have yourself a great day. Oh, and Happy New Year.
You mustn't hypnotize her like this.